Hey there, Sunny here, and well, it's just the middle of March, but we have enough duels for a showcase of interesting duels that I had for the month of March. It's for the first half of the month of March using SPYRALs. The reasons being is that I have reached diamond rank pretty early on, and right now we are just showing replays of the interesting duels I've encountered as I'm reaching diamond. Of course, there will be more SPYRAL videos to come for the end of this month because we have the Duelist Cup. So there's gonna be more footages, more replays from SPYRALs. But in the meantime, SPYRALs versus Sprights. So as you can see, the deck I'm playing is a bit strange. He has Dragon's Ravine, he has Olion. But if you're familiar with this deck, I actually got this from the Master website. It has some interesting end boards, as you can see right here. So first, I'm just gonna bait the opponent with the Dragon's Ravine. That's fine, no issues with that. I managed to top deck Forbidden Droplet, so I use it to make it Sprite Raid and IP Masquerader, and that's the only effect she has left. So with no more effects on their side, I can just do the typical SPYRAL combo, and this is how this deck is, right? If you have a droplet, that's great. Just have to negate a bunch of things and we are good to go. So as you can see, this is just the typical Sprite end board with against what is SPYRAL doing right now. I believe in this replay we get a brief showcase of what this deck's end board is like. Hopefully the replay is fast enough to show you what I'm doing with this end board. Oh, and also I would but fortunately the 11th replay I wanted to show was I couldn't rewatch the replays, and I already have 10 replays up, but thankfully I did save the replay under and I've uploaded it as a video. Basically the opponent trying to deck me out, but they failed to do so with Necrophase because I'm running a 60 card deck. So yeah, with Ancient Fairy Dragon, you got to try to get a single village of spellcasters. Then with Barricade Blocker, you are able to get the Aurorodon combo going. Yeah, this one. Which is why I use Illusion of Chaos to put the Olion back to the deck. Thankfully, the effect wasn't negated, so good on my opponents for not realizing. Yeah, and then we have Power 2 Braver Dragon and Herald of the Arclight in the end board. Then we have a Hand Rip with Smoke Grenade. Then we bring out the Sleeper. And we use the Secret Village of Spellcasters to prevent them from using any spells. So this is almost a perfect end board, despite, you know, going second against Sprites. So all thanks to Forbidden Droplet. And of course, they can't really do much here, and they scoop. It's just one of many Sprite videos, Sprite replays, so expect more to come in this the compilation of videos. Okay, going second, and this time it is another variant of Sprites that use Dark Beckoning Beast to get another Dark Beckoning Beast, to normal summon another Dark Beckoning Beast, and more SPYRALs. I mean, that's not SPYRALs, more Sprites. It's just an extender, the Dark Reckoning Beast. And of course, Sprite Elf. Bring back one of those Dark Beckoning Beasts to go into IE, and there is in the end board. And worse still, I do believe Maxx C is coming. They decide to negate the Maxx C with Sprite Red, and later on they are gonna try to patch me, but I still have my Gamma, so I wasn't sure why they did that. Of course, the Maxx C's effect was resolved, so I'm playing under the Maxx C challenge. Send back Illusion of Chaos, activate Magician's Soul, special summon, and that's when they summon Topologic Zeroboros, which is an interesting monster to summon out. But unfortunately, I brought out my Power 2 Braver Dragon in time, which I could hand rip them. I don't think the hand rip matters. I have the ability to negate the Zeroboros when I do special summon something on a zone where a link monster points to. They're gonna use cross out to shuffle a smart play, but if you're playing sprites, you're probably playing a lot of monsters, so calling monster was the right call. Now I use Power 2 Braver Dragon's effect to negate Topologic Zeroboros to prevent it from nuking the board. So now with all these cards, I could easily go into access code for game. I drew a droplet. It didn't really matter at this point. In hindsight, I could have given my opponent less cards, I think. It's alright. My opponent didn't drew the Nibiru. Yeah, see, I'm just giving him more cards, but there's still no Nibiru at hand, so that's great. And that's just enough to go for game. So let's just move on to the next two. So for once, a duel where we're going first. But of course, there's something waiting for me, as I'm going first. Thing is Maxx C. I suspected the Maxx C, that's why I went for a normal summon of Quick Fix instead of activating Magician's Souls. But they went and just fired off the Maxx C. That's fine. I just used the Magician's Souls to draw some cards, and I drew Forbidden Droplet, which is great. Of course, I'm using the Master Plan's effect to just get some more Spiral cards and end my turn with Super Agent and see if I can setting a Forbidden Droplet. So my opponent drew a bunch of cards, and oh no, it's just Spright again. Yeah, of course you expect to see this. Of course, maybe try to chain Celine with Maxx C to get one additional card during his turn. I don't think it mattered that much. Yeah, and all the sprites are coming. So with so many monsters in my hand, a not so impressive end board right here, so I decided the only thing I wanted to negate is this gigantic sprite. And also the sprite carrot, yeah. Unfortunately, the opponent has triple tactics talent, and of course, due to the effect of Sprite, the gigantic Sprite is locked into Link 2s, and he could only go for Sprite now. He's trying to go for game here by boosting everyone's attack, but the Onibi Maru is a very interesting choice. I have no idea what he was doing there. And of course, with 6400 attack, they can't go for game. And all they need to do is just win from here. So that Maxx C Yeah, I don't care about that Maxx C. Just get your extra cards. I'm just gonna beat you this turn. Yeah, that was a monster. That's fine. Yeah, whatever. Not a problem. I could still special summon out my super agent with the mission rescue that I dumped previously. And I'm just gonna swarm the field with more monsters. Last resort. Bring out Steeper. Pop those two gigantic sprites. Then I'm just gonna make some calculations to see how much life points I need to take out with the monsters I have, and so I link it to Nightmare Fate, and that's enough to go for game. So yeah, he drew all 3 maxes in his turn in this duel, but no, somehow there's a way to stop it somehow. Up next, we have going second against Branded Despia. Not a deck you see nowadays in the Master Duel ladder, but something you have to look out for, especially the Tax Dragon. Because Masquerade the Blazing Dragon does eats up a lot of my life points. I do need those effects to run my spirals. So of course I have Gamma. I use Gamma on Aluber so that he doesn't get any extensions. It's a oppressive endbot. So now all I need to do is try to pop his Masquerade the Blazing Dragon before I run out of life points to pay the 600 life point tax to activate the stuff I need to activate. So of course, with that in mind, I have two options. Either to go into or go into Sleeper to pop it. But the Sleeper effect is not too good because Branded Opening is on the field. So spinning him with Nightmare Unicorn is much more. That Aluber summon doesn't really do much in my current board state. I just need to bring out access code and step back to go for game at this point. Just clearing the board and just sealing the game. Now this is also a duel against sprites, and this is a going first against sprites. This is a very interesting one for a very hilarious reason. So as you can see, my hand isn't really impressive. But I just tried to use dangers to see what I can get. So I managed to get Jackalope and Tsuchinoko out. Realizing that I can go for a 5, I normal summon Olion to go into Excel Synchron. And with Excel Synchron, I go into the... I was going to go into Power 2 Braver and also the Arclight. But yes, I go for Arrow. Power 2 Braver Dragon. My opponent revealed that he has impermanence, which is fine because I use Herald of the Arclight's effect to negate the infinite impermanence, which allows me to search for Illusion of Chaos. Discard one card from my opponent's hand, and with Illusion of Chaos, I can go into my typical Spiral combo, which is hilarious because I can't believe that could happen because my hand was pretty bad. And seeing that I was gonna drag his time even longer, he's so rightfully so. So now we just move on to the next duel. So it's at this point in Master Duel where the Ishizu cards are released. And it's my first taste of what the Ishizu cards could really do in a very interesting setting. So of course I couldn't get my Magician Souls, but it's fine, I managed to foolish mirror the master plan. If I summon out something, only to have Hellback bounce my master plan back. But it's okay, I could use Barricade Blocker to send the master plan into the graveyard. But that's the end of my combo. I still have my Psyframe Gamma here, which is fine. And of course, Mudora and Agido is just doing milling things, and of course we have the Exosisters doing the combo, which I am not too familiar with even though I face a bunch of them. Funnily enough, their combo is surprisingly short and they end with a Keldo on the board, so whatever. I'm just gonna go with Illusion of Chaos and Master and the SPYRAL do full combo. And they decided to shuffle the SPYRAL Last Resort backs, which I am okay with. So they realized that they can't let me use my SPYRAL Resort, so unfortunately for them, I managed to get the Psyframe Gear Gamma on the field, and with these 3 monsters, I go into Celine. And that's when Mudora uses the shuffle effect to shuffle all SPYRAL cards. So I could only bring up Magician Soul to go into Access Code Talker. A very smart play on my opponent because I couldn't extend my combo any further, but I could still destroy the Exosister Xyz monster and swing for 5300. Their whole lifeline depends on that one card they are drawing right now, but of course they didn't draw the out, so I won this round. Now this is a very weird duel. As you can see, my hand is pretty crappy, so I just set a Forbidden Droplet and pass it back to my opponent. My opponent reviews Dimension Shifter, so I thought they are playing Exosisters or 2, but they're just playing 8 Axis, swinging for 3000 with Danger Bigfoot and later using Harpy's Feather Duster. I thought, okay, that's cool, and then they reviewed their very janky card, Spell Canceller, and I can't use my small, which sucks. And I'm not sure what he has in his hand, but he can't do anything, so he's just gonna swing for 1800 with Spell Canceller, and I'm just hoping I draw something useful. SPYRAL Jones is not the most useful in the world to manipulate the top deck, so I do so, and I set 2 SPYRAL Mission Rescues in case he has another thing that could destroy them. Of course, he kaiju'd my Link Kuriboh and now empty, so he can swing for the 1800. So now this is the turn I need to do something or I'll lose. With SPYRAL Mission Rescue, I got my drones back, and with Illusion of Chaos, I get Magician Souls. So Magician Souls gonna send Master Plan to graveyard, yada yada yada. Send both Mission Rescues and I draw a bunch of cards. So now the only thing I need to do is to get rid of that Spell Canceller. I know the top cards. I really need to get rid of the Spell Canceller because I can't play any spells, so I am just gonna speed up the process by firstly putting Spell Canceller back. So now with that out of the way, I can finally play SPYRAL Resorts, and I guess when he realized that his card is back to the deck, he just surrendered. Against a Tri-Brigade Spright player. As you can see, my hand is pretty crappy, and worst of all, Tsuchinoko just ripped the Ash Blossom. and summon itself out. So I thought of doing a big play. I sack Master Plan, Mission Rescue, and end my turn. At this point, I still don't know what my opponent's playing, but I'm going to find out now that they are playing Tri-Brigade Sprites. Going into their Tri-Brigade part of the combo, they are just gonna go into something. Tri-Brigade in the graveyard, and then they're gonna special summon Shurai, which is gonna choose to banish Mission Rescue. So that set card actually works to my benefit because he end up deciding not to banish the Master Plan. But that's good because with the current board state he has, he is not able to swing for game decisively, so I could activate the graveyard effect of Master Plan to get Spiral Resort and Quick Fix onto my hand. So as they try to swing for as much life point damage as possible, I still have 400 life points left. Of course, they have a somewhat difficult board to beat with Sprite Red and Sprite Carrot. I beat the Sprites with Small, and I beat the second Sprite with Super Agent. And they both fell for the bait, so now I can normal summon Quick Fix and do my typical Spiral combo. Thankfully the bait works, because right now I can go into what just Spiral things, slowly clear their board and go for game. They smartly used the effect of Effect Veiler in between my Spiral. So now my Spiral Double Helix is not considered Spiral Super Agent. Yeah, that's the one thing that they did that was different from what I expected. So I can't use the Spiral Double Helix's effect, so I'm just gonna swing for whatever life point damage I can. And set call by the grave and end my turn. It's still an advantageous board state on my side, so I do not mind the Effect Veiler. So at this point where I just pop the Bear Barum and also the Grass, and he just scoops. Duel number 9. Now, I'm going second against Virtual World, and I don't have anything I can do against it while they do their combos. But to be fair, my hand is actually not bad, so I could still do something depending on his hand board. But I am soon gonna realize that they're gonna go for a hand rip, multiple hand rips. The first hand rip is this. Is that the graveyard? Honestly, I don't really mind that because Quick Fix in the graveyard is it's not a bad thing at all. Considering I have Monster Reborn, or how a single Super Agent is able to bring back Quick Fix at the cost of a discard. Of course, as he continues to build his board, he is going to bring stuff, another hand rip monster. I used to play in an earlier version of Spyrals, as you'll see later. Of course, I'm also dealing with Power 2 Braver and which is an Omni Negate, and also another Omni Negate in the form of One Ring Griffin Rider. And Charles is the other hand rip that is gonna make use of Smoke Grenade. So in his first turn, he ripped 2 cards from my hand, and he decides to rip Preparation of Rites. Interesting choice. And now I have Spiral Mission Rescue as the target. So I firstly try to use the effect of Dragon's Ravine to send Destrudo into the graveyard. Of course, he used Virtual Gate, the Virtual Gate, World Gate to destroy my field spell. Totally fine by me. Secondly, I tried to bait him by using Monster Reborn. It did not work, but I tried to use the effect of Quick Fix, and yep, he just shuffles back the One Ring Griffin Rider. So I did this play where I made my Spiral Resort, then banished the Mission Rescue to summon Quick Fix out. This is actually to beat Fairy Tail Snow, who would try to target my Quick Fix to put it face down. but it didn't work because of SPYRAL Resort being a card that prevents my SPYRAL cards from being targeted. Yeah, so now with that out of the way, we only have probably one disruption, which is the Emperor Charles disruption when I equip cards, because I play a lot of equipped monsters. Sorry, I play a lot of equipped cards. But at this point, there is I'm free from any disruption the opponent is throwing at me, so I guess you can watch my SPYRAL combo happening. I am gonna use my big red and normal and summon my duels, and that's where the Emperor Charles is just gonna pop my Celine, which is fine. I mean, I think that's not a big deal, because we're just gonna do some quick fix loops. I've decided that I wanted to close the game by using Access Code Talker in addition to a Spiral Sleeper that is buffed by the effect of Spiral Gear Drones. I wanted to get as many cards as possible into my opponents. I mean, like, try to retain as many cards as possible on my opponent's side of the field. So I could do this. Sleeper's attack to 6300, then go into Access Code, who has already 5300, swing onto Charles, and then swing directly for game. So yeah, I got hit twice. Somehow, I still won. Alright, this is the 10th replay for this video, and oh wait, my bad. Now this is the final replay. Against another user of a 60 card deck, but this is a Ishizu player, and they are also playing Shadolls. They're going to go into Verte Anaconda to special summon, I mean to fusion summon the El Shadow Winder, which is pretty annoying. Ending with a board like this, but Winder prevents, I mean only allows me to special summon once. So I was trying to figure out what kind of end board is, so I first use SPYRAL Resort to get my quick fix, and of course they use Callback to shuffle my Magician Soul back. Interesting choice. I use the effect of SPYRAL Gear Last Resort and equip it to quick fix, so that if my opponent goes into the offensive, I could still have one monster on the field that is still living. My opponent proceeds to do more shenanigans with me and stuff, but they can't go into any fusion summons, so they're just gonna attack me. I'm just gonna take some damage, but that's fine. As long as I'm still alive, I could still live on to the next turn. So again, I play my SPYRAL Resort once more, and I get my Super Agent. I get my Big Red, and with the Big Red, I get my Duels. Of course, the Ishizu card's just gonna shuffle it back. That's fine, because I use the effect of Last Will to send one of my quick fix to the graveyard and banish 3 of them to bring out my Sleeper. With the effect of SPYRAL Sleeper. And now I can go into my typical an almost typical spiral combo because you don't normally use sleeper in the spiral combo. Going to Celine, as usual. I think it's at this point where probably doesn't have any more disruptions they could do on me. That's why they're gonna surrender. So yeah, that's just the replays for the first half of March. I hope more replays will come soon with Duelist Cup happening right now. So I can find some interesting those to showcase during the Duelist Cup times. So anyways, so just see you in the end of the month. This is just the first half. So yeah.